Hello, everyone. I am here to talk about MONAT, the hair care company. I am a market partner now. My friend Brittany talked me into it, or really got me involved in it, as you would say. I've always been on a search for like really good clean products, and this company has been around for a while, but now it's really gaining some traction. Anyway, so my hair I should probably take down and show you how thick and luxurious it is, and it's super long. I probably need a haircut, but anyway, real quick before you watch slash listen to the podcast, I just wanted to, hopefully you're watching so you can see this particular line is for it's a thickening shampoo. It has Rejuvenique in it, which is their magical product that helps nourish the scalp. It's a serum that goes on the scalp before you shampoo. You can even sleep in it. It's pretty light. It's not going to grease up your pillow or anything. And this is going to help rebalance your scalp, re-moisturize your scalp, and have it ready for anything that you throw at it. Including dry shampoos and hairsprays and all that crap. It doesn't get as irritated when it's healthy. So there's this Rejuvenique serum you can use on your scalp pre-shampoo. You can also use it on your face, and you can also use it on your body. Don't use it like straight up on your body because you're going to waste a lot. Put it in with your moisturizer and you'll have the most amazing moisturizer in the whole wide world. There's also an after shampoo and conditioning scalp treatment that is going to rebalance the pH in your hair. On your scalp, and prep it for feeling better and not getting as irritated with styling products, and also when you color it. So I have a link that takes you to my store. If you're interested and have any questions, then just contact me on on the social media platform or music. So Spotify or YouTube, if you're on those, SoundCloud, short. You can also message me and I will give you any information. Tell me about your hair. There is a hair quiz link I can send you, and then we can come up with some products for you. But if you sign up as a VIP, which is just you pay $20 one time and then you're done. You have to spend $84 the first time, which is just shampoo, conditioner, serum. You're in, and then you can kind of go from there. But you get all kinds of discounts. They have all kinds of specials. You'll get some bonus products when you do that. So it makes the money that you're spending well worth it, because you're really getting a big discount once you get your other little products in there. You can also sign up as a market partner and get 30% off. You don't have to sell the product. You can just be a market partner and get your discount. So if you're interested in that, let me know. The link is there. You don't have to do any of those things. You can also just buy the product through the link. So don't feel pressure. It's available to you however you want to buy it. Also, I'm going to put my THC drop discount link in there. I think you get $5 off. And you can bring these drops wherever you go when you go out with friends. If you're just not feeling like you want to have alcohol, but you want to join the party, you can bring those THC drops. I don't know why I can't say that. Also, Cake's Body with the nipple covers. You can throw away all your sports bra pads, get rid of them. They end up in the weirdest places anyway. With these, you just take them out, stick them back in their cute little velvet case, and pop them on the next time you need them. Easy. You just rinse them off, a little soap and warm water. That's it. Nothing crazy. And then I also have Thorn for any vitamins or supplements you might need. I have a discount on that. I can't remember, it's 15 or 20%, but I will put that link down. Now, without further ado, hopefully this video worked, and I will be hooking you up with Elizabeth and I had our friend Mandy on, and we talk about kind of this stage in life we're all at and new things that we're doing as a middle aged or heading into middle aged person. You never want to stop growing. You never want to stop learning. You want to give yourself enough of a scare. That sounds weird, but you want to do something new and almost a little scary, but very exciting. The excitement outweighs the scariness, hopefully. But you want to keep yourself new. You always want to go in with a learner's mind, right? You want to keep that mind growing as you age. It helps with longevity. Anyway, it's a fun little conversation, and I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any feedback, that would be wonderful. Please share. Tell your friends about us. Hopefully they can find something that resonates with them and they can enjoy our my quirky. They're not quirky. I'm quirky. But Elizabeth is not quirky. She's fun. I'm the quirky one. Anyway, so please watch and have a wonderful day. See ya. Are we ready?
Let's do it.
I think we're on. We're on.
Hey,
Hey,
happy Wednesday.
strangers. Hey, strangers.
Forever.
I don't know what that is. Dang
What's it saying?
Can you hear us?
Back to our usual stuff. It went away. Okay, we're good. We're good.
We are good.
Let's listen to it. Okay, trivia. So
Okay, so we said we kick off with trivia. Today I hold it like a in honor of the month of October, today at work, I did candy trivia with my team, and I only remember two of them out of my head, so we'll go with those two. So the first one was in 1995, M&M's released the blue M&M, and it replaced another color. Do you remember what color was replaced by the blue guy? Purple? You going with purple?
no.
Okay.
A brown. Is there still a brown one?
Yeah.
Orange? Damn it.
You were so close. It was tan.
Oh my
Because there is still, like, I had to mentally go through all of the M&Ms, and there's like a chocolate brown
Yeah.
still.
Yeah. There
It
used
was
to be
a
light
tan one, like a light brown.
And they have, and
Like-
they do have that. I've
Oh,
seen
in like
it.
the retro packet?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
When there's no blue. Yeah. Oh gosh, I forgot about
All right.
the
And
tan.
I love this one.
Yeah.
So, what was the occupation of the person who invented cotton candy?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Probably a scientist.
Hairdresser.
The dude was a dentist, and he invented cotton candy.
Oh, well, that makes sense,
It rots
actually.
your teeth,
Yeah.
and
Like,
have to
you
go to
get
the
more
dentist
business.
to fix that.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's smart. I should have thought about that with. Oh my god, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Not that he made candy, but the son did.
Yeah.
Remember, the dad was a dentist, and he wouldn't let him have any.
Right, because it
candy.
rots your teeth.
Yeah.
So,
Rots your
anybody
teeth.
have, like, what's your Halloween situation at your house? We've all got grown kids now.
Actually, I still put up lights because I have a lot of students that still come by,
Oh.
and they,
Yeah.
until they get too old to trick or treat anymore, I still like putting up.
Aw.
But I hand out candy.
So I decorate because I love Halloween, and I have one little like Target bin. So I've restrained myself. I don't have like all the decorations, but I have one bin.
Mhm.
And I was telling my husband, it's amazing how. Are you okay? Did you kill a bug?
Yeah, on my forehead. Sorry.
I was telling my husband, it's amazing how one little bin worth of Halloween decorations can make me so happy. Like, we put them all up this weekend, and I was like, I am good for 2 weeks. We also have Dia de los Muertos coming up. So
When is that? Is that on?
starts on the 25th. So we'll start like you build. So in Hispanic cultures, it's the celebration of the Day
Day
of the Dead.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
And so we start building our altar on the 25th, and every day we add something to it. And that's like Braden and I do that together. And I love that piece as well. So I need to get all that stuff out.
That's a separate bin.
Separate.
Yeah.
bin. It's its own bin.
I like
did
that.
I purged when I got out
Mhm.
all my Halloween stuff this year. It's like, if I haven't used this in a long time, I'm getting rid of it.
We're doing that with a lot of things. Like I got rid of a bunch of like plastic water tumblers and stuff.
Yes.
Like
Mhm.
all the things that we've collected over the years for, sporting events and all those things. We're trying to get some of the clutter gone.
We keep doing it. Like every year, we're like, did we use this?
Yeah.
Did we use this?
I do it with my clothes regularly.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you didn't answer Halloween.
I just have my one little fall flag out,
Mhm.
and I switched my light color to purple and orange. And I got a couple pumpkins, but really we get 0 trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, it's not real easy to walk to your door.
Right. So that's
We used
it.
to get a lot. She would
Yes.
always sit down on our front porch because the kids had to walk up that huge hill
Yeah.
to get to your house. But
And
yes.
yeah, we put a gate up so the dogs get. Sometimes I would dress the dogs up.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was fun. My dogs don't like clothes. I've tried.
They don't either, but they had them on for a little while. Well, Mojo loves. He'll wear a costume for sure. But
Of course
the other
he
two are
does.
like. I mean, that one's slapped because I only so far just did a little birthday hat on her, and she was like,
Get it off.
me.
So mine will let me put it on, but we have one that he has some fear aggression. And so I put his little sweatshirt on. He had the hoodie and everything was good. And he looked very proud of himself because he had a hoodie. And then it got caught and one arm was out and one arm was in. And then he didn't really want to let anyone get it off of him because it triggered all his stuff. So we're like, maybe no more sweatshirts for you, buddy.
My cat is in her own costume. She's black.
Oh,
Yeah, she's like a Halloween cat,
She's a Halloween cat. I put on my witch's hat, and I have my
and
little
y'all are
cat.
done.
That's it.
and she has the biggest eyes. They're so cool. They're so green. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I love her.
She's so cute.
So do you want to introduce our guest?
No, kidding. This is Mandy. So when I used to live in Fox Creek, Georgia, I'll just say that. Mandy lived across the street, and I cut her kids' hair from when they were,
Evan was
Evan-
one.
yeah, Evan was
Wow.
1. I
He's
mean,
never had anybody else cut his hair, and now he's 18.
That's so special.
and he was scared for me to cut around his ears, so we I don't remember where I saw it somewhere. Like there was a video of a barber talking about, let me get those bunnies behind your ear and stuff like that. So we did, and he was like, "Are they there?" So it was
He
the
has so much
cutest.
hair too.
Yeah,
Still does.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These big wavy curls. There,
Listener, I even learned something tonight. I had no idea there was so much history. And I didn't know you were next door or across
Yeah.
the street neighbors.
Yeah.
I thought you were just same neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a big
No.
deal.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you moved in, Richie was in kindergarten.
Yep.
Wow.
Mhm.
Long time.
I was very sad when she told me she was moving.
I
was
bet.
like, no.
I bet that was hard.
Rachel, you can't leave.
And
But-
now you get to see her multiple times a week for workouts
Yeah.
But I used to work out in her basement all the time too.
over there.
Mhm.
Yeah, Rich painted it bright blue, like light. I don't even know what color. Cobalt? No, lighter than cobalt, but not light blue. It was like, it was
Wake up blue.
Yeah, it was like
What made him choose blue?
I don't know. It was probably on sale. It was probably
Was it
extra can or
blue?
something.
I can't remember it being blue.
We painted it to gray after.
Okay.
I'm like, can we paint
Okay.
this?
This isn't gonna work.
Yeah.
Later on when it was time to paint. But anyway, yeah. So, and then when I started doing yoga, and I taught at Village, but then also you did the hot yoga at NF.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a crew over there. We had like 8 or 9 people that would come just from like the group before I started working there.
Gotcha.
So that was fun. We did, and I did a early class for them, just for them, and then another class right after. So they had their own kind of private group.
I
Mm-hmm.
bet they love that.
It was the VIP group.
It was a good workout. Oof,
Yeah.
hot. Mhm.
Yes. That's good. So, but yes, Mandy, let's see. How long did you work at the elementary school? A while.
Over 10 years, including subbing, and then
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
And now she works at, well, I'll let you say it because Sawney Mountain
Preserve. As a naturalist. So
Naturalist,
I do
yeah.
field trips.
Fun.
We hike up the mountain. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. She's the one who told me about the,
I just put it all
Yeah.
together. So I did her first yoga hike when she was like talking
okay,
about what happens
yes.
at the mountain and what kind of flowers we have and what kind of
Mhm.
animals. And she said, my friend
Yeah.
is a naturalist.
yeah.
Yeah.
My friend Mandy. not my yoga boss Mandy, but my friend Mandy.
Uh-huh.
My other friend.
So I knew
Mandy.
you before I knew you.
That's right. So you took the hike. Yep.
It was fun.
So that's what we do with some of those kids.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it's so convenient. My husband and I do that one pretty regularly
Oh,
just
good.
because it's so easy to get to.
Did you do the one across the street?
I've never done the one across the street. He does.
So that is actually Sawney Mountain.
Really?
The one across the street. So the one the Indian seats is truly not Sawney
It's not
Mountain.
Sawney Mountain?
Oh my gosh.
You didn't know that either.
I did not.
Very cool.
And that is quite a hike on the other side.
Okay.
It's
That's
a
probably why
5-mile
we don't
loop
do it.
with a good bit of elevation.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, but like Dirty Spokes, the trail running,
Uh-huh.
that's where they run the race
Oh, okay.
over there. Mm-hmm. They don't run on the Indian Sea side.
I want to
Can
bring
you
Yeti.
rank it in comparison to Yona?
I've only done Yona once, so not really.
Because Yona kicked my ass.
Oh, did
Like,
it?
yeah, I stopped at maybe 3/4 of the way up. My husband and son went up, and then they came back, and I was like, okay, now I'll walk down with you.
I don't remember Yona being hard.
How long was it?
I don't.
Forever. It took forever.
But we hike a lot. Like last week, we were in Colorado hiking.
Well, and you're a runner too.
at 11,000 feet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like it's it's conditioning.
Well, and in all fairness, it was a year post surgery, so I don't.
for sure,
I probably
yeah.
wasn't ready.
You
I
could do
might
it
try
now.
it again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because you're always going now.
Yeah.
So we did. Have you ever done Ravenscliff?
Yes,
up there.
I love that
Falls.
one.
That one.
That's a good one.
So we did that one with Mojo and Charlie, and I think it was during COVID and everything. So we did that one, and there were some parts where it was like hilly, and you're on the little part of the
Mhm.
trail or whatever, and so we're being cautious. And Charlie pulls, so you got to be. I'm like, here, you take Charlie, I'll take Mojo. We kept switching, and it took us a while, and we passed a couple people, and a couple people passed us, like they were walking faster than us or
Right.
whatever. And we had a good pace going. Rich walks fast, so I'm like, keep up. But on the way back, and there's like parts that are like you have to have your like a good set of shoes nice and tight on there, right? You would think, right? And stop me if I already told you this. So on the way back, and I don't know where these people came from. I didn't see them on the way in, but on the way back, we're walking, and we've gone this way. We know what's coming, so we're speeding up and we're going. And these mofos came out of nowhere, and they have like flip flops on, and they're like walking.
Yes.
Speed walking, balancing on this little limb,
I've seen
trying to
so
get
many people hiking in the most ridiculous pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of hope you fall and twist your ankle because you should not even be out here.
Well, these people like
Uh-huh.
were professional. I mean, not professionals, but I mean, they were not wobbly. They were like cruising
Flip-flops.
and balanced and
Mhm.
fast.
Well, I think our Rachel walks in her slip on
That's
or
true.
barefoot.
That's true. She does.
I can hike in Tevas or Chacos.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's not flip-flops.
No, these were like Walmart.
Like
Mhm.
the
Like
slippery
shower
plastic ones.
Yeah.
Dollar.
Shower flip flops.
I can barely walk to the mailbox in those. Like they hurt my feet so bad now. But part of it's being young.
Also, these people,
True.
this was like
These weren't young people.
like
You want me to hold that?
older.
Are you tired?
She's a professional.
I've been doing my
Let me know
Kundalini.
if your arms are
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she can hold that up for like an hour. No.
6 minutes almost killed me today.
I gotta watch that.
We're
I gotta
building up
watch.
to 7, so.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that seems hard. All right. So, what are we talking about?
We were going to talk about firsts.
Oh yeah,
and
like
just-
new stuff and first and beginning and
Yeah, so we were going to talk about, so like I went through my life and what like the things that are happening in my life right now and the firsts, and I came up with a lot. So my dad has an illness, and so for the first time I'm really like the kid who is now like partnering with a parent to care for a parent, and he is not ready for that. So I'm also having to learn how to do that gently so that I don't, like, if I ask him too often how he's feeling, he's like, I'm not a patient, leave me alone.
yeah.
My kids are not kids anymore. The youngest is 18, so they're all young adults. So for the first time, I'm trying to figure out how to be a mom who's not the boss, and the partnership and the coach thing and the be available but don't be, like, it even happened today. We were talking about something, where the guys were going for dinner, and I was like, do you think your kidneys would really enjoy that meal? And he was like, stop bossing me. And I was like, okay.
I'm an adult dish.
Yeah.
person.
I said I wasn't bossing. I was just talking about what your kidneys are feeling. He's like, we all know what that means.
Well, there is a term for that. It's called the sandwich, like sandwich generation. So, like, we have aging parents,
Mhm.
but we also have adult children. So we're like the meat in this
Yeah.
sandwich. We are
Putting
almost having
attention
to
both
support,
directions. Yeah.
because these young adults can't support themselves yet because
Mhm.
it's just so hard. But then also you're having to care sometimes financially for your parents too. Mm-hmm.
I have heard that term, read about that term.
I read a book about it called
Yeah.
The Sandwich. It was a good book, but it was also a little bit disturbing.
Overwhelming to think about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Yeah.
And then started a new job,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm about a month into the new job, and I still feel brand new. Like I'm
Do you?
learning, like every day I'm learning, and I like being good at what I do. So it's a hard place for me because in my last role, I had been there forever and I knew all the answers. So people came to me for the questions.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, it's my same company, it's my same industry. Like, I know generally what we're doing, but I don't know like the new stuff,
The
the
lingo
specific, right?
yeah.
They speak a different language than I do. They handle things a little different than the other place did. So I'm the new person, and I'm having to figure that out, which is an uncomfortable thing for me, but it's good for me. So I'm like in that stretch space.
Yeah.
And then I started my new yoga practice. So right about the time that I started the new job, I started doing Kundalini yoga first thing in the morning. So every morning at 6 a.m., a group of us are getting together on Zoom and doing a 30-minute Kriya practice. And it's like energy inducing. So you'd think getting up at 5:30 to be ready for 6 a.m. practice, I'd be super tired, but that's not what's happening. It's like creating all this energy in me. And then I have all this extra energy to expend on all these things that are going on. So it's really great. And I keep waiting for, like, where's the exhaustion? I know the exhaustion's coming and it just hasn't come yet. So
Oh wow.
we'll keep talking about it.
Yeah, definitely. See if it gets even stronger. And do you have can you fall asleep? So does it go energy, and then you fall asleep really nicely? Or
So we actually did a check-in this morning to talk about, like, how's everyone feeling? Because, like, one of the things about the practice is it creates this energy, and what do you do with it? What I found was initially it created a lot of energy and it was kind of chaotic. And I was, I would fall asleep, but then I'd wake up at like 2 a.m. and have like a million thoughts, and especially with like the new job excitement too. So I'd wake up like just real, like full of creative energy and with 100 ideas. And a couple of nights I actually got out of bed and like went and wrote things down because I had so much. And then I thought, like, I'm going to be exhausted tomorrow because I didn't sleep good tonight. And then my day was fine. So, like, I was kind of operating on less sleep for a little while. but I work with Rebecca from the studio,
Oh, right.
yoga therapy. And when I saw her a couple weeks ago, I was like, hi, how are you doing? And yes, I'm full of energy and I don't know what to do with all of it. And she was like, I think we need to ground. And so we did some somatic practice and like really worked on grounding. And the person that I'm doing the Kundalini with does a lot of like, here's an energy inducing posture. Now let's ground. Okay. Here's
Oh.
energy inducing. Now let's ground. And so what I've seen over the 20 days that we've been doing this is the energy starting to settle, and I'm starting to, like, I feel calmer. I feel more clarity. Like, last night at 8:30, I was sound asleep and I didn't wake up till my alarm went off this morning.
Wow,
So like
Great.
over time, it's kind of stabilized, but there was definitely a period in the beginning where I was like running on a high wire.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was, there was so much stuff going on too, right? I probably would have had that same level of waking up in the middle of the night and stuff just with the new job, because I get like that. That's kind of a me thing. So that's what's going on in my life.
Wow. All right, Mandy. So you have a first time empty nester.
I was like, which first?
Ooh.
Yes. So
How's that going? And how long, when did it start?
August.
Okay, so
Mhm.
pretty recent.
Yeah, 2 months.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
The first part was hard. Just quiet.
Yeah.
It's very quiet. But Dennis, my husband, works from home, so there's always somebody there. But he's
Yeah.
out of town this week, so this is the first time I've truly been like on my own.
Yeah.
You know, it's just what's supposed to happen. You know, so
Absolutely.
it's hard for me to be upset about it, but it's such a life shift.
Yeah.
hmm You always thought like having a baby was such a, well, them leaving is such a, because you're like, what did I do before I had children?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have my life back.
Yeah. And what do I do with it now?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I hear you on the, it's like, it's what's supposed to happen. Like, I think it's good for us to remember that. And it's also
Yes.
okay to give yourself permission to feel
Yeah,
sad.
I grieved. I went through
Yeah.
a grieving process. Like I couldn't walk by. Like Aiden, I'm used to him being gone. He's been gone now. This is his 3rd year, so that's fine. But Evan, like when Aiden left, I was like, okay, I still have Evan.
Right.
And then when Evan left, I was like, I couldn't walk by his room. It just made me sad,
Mhm.
you know. I still like will tear up if I think too hard about it, but yeah, it's
tough.
it is, but it's good.
And it's exactly what's supposed to happen. You're right.
Yes.
Like this is what we've been training for.
Right. So my husband and I are trying to find stuff that we can do now that our time is our own now, and our own schedule. And last week we flew to Denver, and we'll go climbing. We go play trivia. We go.
Nice.
Yes.
Can we talk about that?
the trivia?
Tell that story. Come on, it's so
How
funny.
many people listen to
5,
this?
like 5. And we're live, by the way, but it's fine. On YouTube, nobody goes on
We
there. and-
say listener because
Yeah.
we probably only have one at a time.
Okay. So wait, were you here when I told this?
No, I
story?
haven't heard this. This is new to me.
me. So we like to play trivia. So like
Mhm.
once a week, we'll see wherever's playing trivia, and we'll go and have a beer and play because my husband is so good at trivia. So I saw on Facebook that Cherry Street had trivia on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and I said, Dennis, we should go to one.
Yeah.
And I was like, Tuesday it says is adult trivia, and Wednesday is just trivia. I said, but Tuesday it's in the tap room.
Okay.
And he goes, I was like, what is adult trivia? And he goes, I think it's just you have to be 21. Have you been there?
I haven't, but my brain knows where this is
Okay.
going.
And I was like, okay. So we go to play trivia on that Tuesday night, and we get in and we get our cards and we order our beer. And the guy was like, well, we need one more team to come in or else we don't have enough people to play. Evidently, it's just a really slow evening. And I was like, damn it, somebody better walk in this as we're playing trivia, you know? So anyway, somebody walks in, we start, and he puts up the categories. And I look at my husband, I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is
Adult.
this is adult trivia. And I was like, because the categories were like sex toys, porn movies, Urban Dictionary like stuff, emoji stuff. I was like, oh gosh. And the first question, it was about masturbation, and I was just like, okay. I was like, I kept looking around. I was like, do I know anybody here? Do I have parents of former students here? Because I was just so mortified. But anyway, when we finally got into it, we just laughed because if we left, they would have like canceled the game. Like we
Oh my
couldn't
God!
leave.
Yeah, you guys were like
Yeah,
they were depending
trapped.
on you to make
We
this
were trapped.
happen.
I was like, I'm not even gonna beer. But anyway,
You
funny,
just switched to something stronger on that one.
funny story is our neighbors walked in, the Paxtons.
Yeah.
I told you that. And they're like, the Murrays are here. I was like, please
Oh,
don't look at the screen. Don't look at the screen. And of course they did. And like, we did not know it was this trivia, whatever. But anyway, it was funny. We ended up winning second place. Which just happens to be we're good guessers because some of the questions were true, false, or A, B, C, D. So we just happened to pick the right one.
That's awesome.
But I left. But what was so funny was that I left. My abs hurt from laughing.
That's
Because
great.
either you're just going to sit there like mortified or you're just going to laugh about it because I had to Google so much stuff when we left. I had no idea what happened.
Education.
It was an education, and I said, we need somebody under the age of 30.
So
here.
did you write them down so you'd remember to Google, or like?
No, they were seared in my brain.
They were shocking.
Yes. That was one way to put it. And when we get off of this, I'll tell you what
That's
was.
hilarious.
I'm not putting that on the internet somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's our trivia. That was our first.
All right, locals. It's
Yes.
adult
I
trivia.
was like, it should
on
be
Tuesday
called
nights.
erotic trivia
Yeah.
or something because
A little more specific.
yes, I just thought you had to be 21 because
Because
the
it's in the
sign
tap
says
room.
you have to be 21 to enter.
That's awesome.
Oh,
I would have never
That's the best.
guessed. Yeah.
Yeah, I was said it funny, like, oh, I wonder what adult trivia is. And then it's like, I think you just have to be 21. I was like, that's true because it's in the middle of Hickory.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
Who
but I
knew?
think
Who
like,
knew?
and like my kids are old enough to go to those kinds of things, but I don't know that I'd want to go do that with them, right?
okay, funny story. You said that. Dina Green went one time. You know Dina.
Yeah.
She went one time with her kids to this adult trivia.
Oh.
And she said she had no idea. And she goes, Mandy, and you know her. She's so funny. She goes,
Yes.
I was mortified. She goes, my children are right here, and they're asking these questions. And she goes, and they knew the answer.
That's the more mortifying one. Like, oh my
I
God.
don't think we can bleep the name.
What?
Oh, she
Oh,
was.
okay.
That's, but I mean, I get horrified playing Cards Against Humanity with
Yes.
the kids, and I'm like, oh my God, do I have to? So anytime, well, I get mortified, and then I totally double down on poor Rich whenever. So I slide the thing, slide my worst card over to him, so he has to read it in front of the kids. It's so funny.
Oh, yeah, that's because when we were sitting down, I was like, "Oh, Aiden's about to be 21. We'll have to
Bring
because
him.
he
Yeah.
loves
He's an
trivia
adult.
too." I was like, "Oh gosh, there's no way. There is no way I would walk this." And then my other thought was like, "Are the people walking by outside? Can they hear this?
Right, is
'Cause
there a
it's on the
speaker up
end
there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's music playing up there, but nobody could
Nobody
hear it, 'cause
perked up.
families are walking back and forth, to go to Chill Hill,
Mhm.
and I'm thinking, oh gosh, you can't say that.
Don't say penis. There's an 8-year-old outside.
Oh, it was way worse than penis.
Well, I know. I was trying to keep it, mellow for. We're not
Mhm.
going adult. We could. I mean, I don't
You
know.
have an adult. Well, on YouTube, don't you have to say like this is adult content?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Sorry, I just made your
I said-
podcast
I
adult
said penis.
content.
I said penis. Oh my God. Yeah. So,
Anyway, so that's what we do. We play adult trivia.
That's awesome.
so that was, and
That's
also
your
a first.
first.
Yeah.
Very much a first. But I don't know.
And
This
your
is what
card.
happens when you're an
Uh-huh.
empty nester.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, so we're trying to do fun stuff that we like. I think one night next week we're gonna go take the ghost tour in Roswell.
Oh,
Like,
I
we've
didn't know
never-
there was
there is
one. How
one.
cool.
There's a historic mansion down there, and I can't remember. Like, it has a lot of weddings.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember the name of it. Bullock Hall or something. Anyway, so we're gonna go do that.
Oh, fun.
you know, we're going to take a cooking class, like things that we
Yeah.
didn't
That's
ever do.
awesome.
Yeah.
Just connection time for you
Mhm.
two.
I mean, but we're with each other all day, so
Yeah.
it's not like we don't ever see each other. But
Yeah,
still.
but being in the same room while somebody's working and somebody's
Mhm.
doing something else is very
Yeah.
different than like connection
Mhm.
time.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then your other first was your
My car.
yeah, your car.
I told you this. So I decided,
That you wanted the car.
well, I wanted to learn how to drive a manual.
Yes.
And so I didn't need my pilot. So I got rid of my pilot and got a manual. And it was stress inducing, very much so. My blood pressure would go through the roof. Like, I had to tell Rachel when I came over, I was like, I need to park in your driveway. I can't do gravel. I can't reverse. I need to make a loop on your driveway. Like, I had all these like specifications.
Now, when was it new? Like, when did you get it?
It was last May
Okay, so you've had a year and
and a
a
half.
Mhm. Because now you back up like
Now
I
it's
mean,
all
you're on
that,
the drive.
yes.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you, these little roads out here, I just would get out and tootle my way through, and because that's the only way you're gonna learn.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And hope nobody pulls up behind you. At a
Or
stop
that you have
sign.
to stop on a hill.
Yeah.
Well, I do have the hill assist. It won't let me roll backwards.
Oh, okay, nice.
Which is nice.
That's genius.
Yeah.
Because I learned in 1993, and there was no such thing as hill assist.
No, that's why my husband tells me I'm cheating. And when I stalled, my car restarts for me.
How
cool.
So, I mean, but I was like, at 46, I'll take all the help I can get.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's been fun.
Well, and
it's
your car is
definitely-
so cute.
Thank you. It's definitely a leg workout, like
Yeah.
my left leg.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I've learned, do I want to keep it forever? No, we're going to give it to our oldest when
Okay.
he graduates, and then
It'll
I'll
be
go.
a good car for him.
I'll go
Yeah.
back to an automatic because I hear once you learn to drive one, you
know
don't
it.
forget, right?
Right.
Like
You'll
riding
know
a bike.
forever. Well,
So-
that's a big one. I'm glad. Like chasing knowledge is a big deal.
That
Yeah.
was hard, and the only way I was going to learn was to make it my car.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I couldn't learn from somebody I knew who had one.
No.
Like, I had to.
We had to get out and do it
I had to
over
make
and
it
over
mine,
and
and I
over
planned
again.
how I went to the grocery store because I refused to go Bentley to Post because even though I had the hill assist, you still have to do the clutch and gas
Mm-hmm.
to get enough to get up the hill,
Right.
right? So I would go the long way around the grocery store. I avoided the interstate, like just anywhere that I could find a lot of traffic because
Yeah.
it just unnerved me like a lot. But I learned it.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks. That's hard. To
It
learn a new
is.
skill,
Yeah.
like in middle age. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your brain is not as pliable.
It's not, but to keep our ability to learn new
Yes.
things, we have to keep doing
Exactly. We also took up climbing, rock climbing.
it. When did y'all start that?
So Dennis and I last February took a class,
Okay.
and then the boys wanted to do it, so then they took a class, and so then
Awesome.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Where do you go?
Stone Summit in Kennesaw or Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So that's also good. I've heard for your brain because you're like having to plan your routes.
Yeah.
And,
Well, and crossbody.
mm-hmm. It's hard. I want to take y'all. I would like
I
it.
would go.
Yeah.
It's a challenge,
Yeah.
but it's fun.
I
Mhm.
would enjoy it.
You realize
Maybe.
you have muscles that you never use. You know?
Yeah.
And then the next day you
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
realize what
Wow.
muscles you used.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You're like, ooh,
Yep.
didn't know we had a muscle there.
So it's been fun.
Those pull-ups you've
Yeah.
introduced will help.
Yeah.
I know I can't do pull-ups to save my life.
Hmm.
I can hang from a wall, but I can't.
Use.
I can't pull myself up. Mm-hmm. It's hard.
Well, maybe we'll get closer to
Work
pulling.
our way. Yeah.
So that's all my new stuff.
Sweet.
What about you?
I started my new yoga studio teaching. So that was fun today, and I have a 8 a.m. class tomorrow. So we'll go see. It's a different, slower format, so we'll see how many people show up, and it'll take a while because it's a new opening.
It looked really nice.
Yeah,
I saw
it's
your story.
it's cool. You know,
The
all the
sparkles.
yeah. but the lights in there, so they have some teardrop lights, and then they have like these global with like bursts coming up. It's cool. Little, they're magical lights in there.
Mhm.
And then there's a, did you see the little like fireplace? It's like an LED fireplace heater thing in there. I took a, I was took a selfie by it, and you can like change the colors of it, and it's pretty cool. It's going to be distracting. But with the other thing I got so excited about was the fountain is right outside. So we
Okay.
can go do like gazing meditations and
Oh,
stuff
cool.
outside. So I'm excited about that because there's still some warm days that we can go try to.
Mhm.
We're supposed
See
to
if
not
I-
get any rain in the month of October.
I saw that.
Oh my
Isn't that
gosh,
crazy?
that is crazy,
Mhm.
very crazy. But so yeah, I'll be doing that, and then new stuff. Oh, my book. I mean, that's not new, but I'm writing a book. I've never done that before,
Yeah.
so I've
You've
been doing
never
it for a
worked
while.
with a publisher before.
Right. Yeah. So that's been exciting and challenging.
And your husband started a new job.
Yep. He's in, I think he's enjoying it now that he's all settled in, and he's been enjoying it. It's challenging for sure. All the same type of stuff. His lingo is pretty similar to where he came from, but I remember that switch over, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, like there's just so many things." He's like, "I know how to do the main, like run the department, but the lingo is it slows you down."
Yeah.
A little.
And you have to be willing to stop people and be like, hold on.
You have to be willing
What
to
does that
ask
mean?
questions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think people do like when you ask questions.
Yes.
Mhm.
And don't just run in a direction that might be
Right.
the wrong one. I've done that a few times. Oh, there goes my stomach. Also, what did that? Oh, my creamy. That's been exciting.
Yeah. I think you need to make some for us.
What's your creamy?
It's like a ice cream maker, but I've been making protein ice cream, and I had an old school churning one,
Mhm.
and it takes like 20 minutes to a half hour to get it, get it to the firmness. Where this one, you compile a bunch of stuff in a bowl, pour it in one of the pint things, throw it in the freezer. You have to plan ahead, because then there are ones you can make right then, but the basic ones, you throw the ingredients in the pint, you mix it up first, throw it in the pint, freeze it, take it out, put it in the creamy, and it's like 5 minutes, and you have.
So what
This ice
are
cream.
you putting yogurt and protein, or like
So
milk
it's-
and like what's the
Yeah,
basis?
milk. There's some cream, depending on what you do. I did coconut. I like the canned coconut milk,
Mhm.
and I'll do some nut milk, or I'll use cream. That doesn't seem to bother me too much.
Mhm.
So I'll use like coconut milk and cream, or half and half. And instead of sweetening, you use the protein, because that has its own flavor.
Yeah.
And then you can add like sugar-free pudding mix in if you want like a little bit. So I did vanilla protein, and then I did cheesecake pudding mix in it, and then I put some lime. I wish I had key lime, but I didn't. But I'm going to make key lime protein ice cream.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah,
By-
this is
by
really good.
Monday when we get here.
By
Right?
Monday.
Yes,
By Monday
I'm
morning.
gonna get some key lime. Yeah, I'll get
take
some
that
key
over a
lime
cold towel.
and gluten-free graham crackers crumbled and mixed
Oh
in.
my gosh.
Oh, yummy.
It's so
Okay,
good.
so question about coconut milk.
Okay.
I keep buying cans of coconut milk, and then when I open the can, there's congealed
Mhm.
and some liquid.
Mhm.
And then I decide that, it must have gone bad, and I toss it. But from your I'm assuming that
Supposed to
just
shake
happened.
it?
Like, what do you? It's
You-
too congealed to shake. Like,
Really?
yeah.
You can mix it in a mixer if you have to.
But that
You could put it
happening
in
is a normal thing.
Yeah, it separates because it's oil.
Yeah,
it's the
it's
oil
like a clump
and
of
then
oil.
yeah, and then the milk part. It separates.
I'm embarrassed to tell you how many times I've been
So
so
am I.
excited to make something, and then I'm like,
Ooh.
oh, the coconut milk went bad again.
I've done
Put
it.
in the
I've been there.
can.
Also, there's certain yogurts
Mhm.
from Sprouts that have really strong fermentation.
Okay.
And so I got a couple because I'm like, oh, these look like really super yogi yogurts.
Mhm.
And I tasted. I'm like, oh, that went bad. It like has the bubbly effect
You
and
need to-
everything. So I threw it out so many times. Ugh, can't drink. That's like really bad. It went past. I'm looking at the date. Nope. But that's just how it is.
Okay.
I mean, and
Probably
it
really
is
good for your
good.
gut then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Mhm.
And that's, why I was looking for more of an authentic, less sugar, more
Right.
fermentation. And so, but they're also, a gajillion dollars. So I don't get those
Mhm.
anymore.
Because you
Every once
throw
in
them
a
away.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the coconut milk, I should scrape all of that gunk out of the can, throw it all in a bowl, and then blend it together.
Yes. Or throw it in, if you have one of those, do you have like one of those mixers
Like
that's
a
just a cup
mm.
one? Oh, yeah. Or
Oh,
an
I have
immersion.
the cup with the ball that I
Yeah.
can shake up. Yeah.
You can do that
Okay.
and shake it all up in there.
Okay.
You can even add like a little bit of water. I actually use canned coconut milk for my coconut milk now. So I take a big jug and I have a shaker ball in there and I get it all in there, scrape it all out, get the chunks in, and then I add water,
Okay.
like about the same amount of water, like a can full of water basically.
Okay.
And then shake that all up and it's like regular coconut milk if you want to use that for like your coffee or something. That's what I use.
Well, when this happens is this time of year always because I'm trying to make soups, and I'm always so
yum.
excited to put my coconut milk in my soup, and every once in a while I have a good one that just pours out, and I'm
yeah.
like, oh yay! And then more
Okay,
often
so you
than
have
not,
both.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you are you putting the whole can in the soup? I mean, do you put the whole
Yeah,
can? Is that
I
part
have.
Okay, so then
that
if
it
you're
would
doing
cook,
that, you don't
yeah.
have to shake
Just
it up and mix
throw the
it.
whole thing in,
Yeah,
it'll melt
just
together.
let it'll all do what it
Okay.
needs to do in your thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Does it taste like milk or does it taste like coconut?
But
It tastes like creamy milk.
yeah, it's like more like half and half
It
texture.
has like a sweetness
or-
to it. Yeah,
yeah.
it's like a thick
maybe
texture,
it's
but
what
it's
you
also
think.
got a sweetness to it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And for soups, it just kind of kicks it up a notch.
Interesting. Okay.
There is a brand. I want to say Barilla, but that's the pasta. But it's something like that. Barilla? And it's in a white can.
Okay.
I might have one. I'll show it to you. And it has a peel off top.
Yeah.
But it's always like it looks whipped already. And
Oh.
very rarely is it congealed
Okay.
somehow. I don't know.
The one I've been buying is a black can.
Okay.
And yeah, sometimes it's liquid and sometimes it's not.
Yeah. Weird. I don't know why. Coconut milk. I
I
love it. And walnut milk. That's what I've been buying lately. Weird
Really?
enough.
I haven't tried walnut milk. So in my coffee, we use oat milk.
Okay. Yeah.
We tried
I
all
like
the nut milks, and
Oh.
almond milk I think tastes like grass when you put it with coffee. So
And
I
it's
can't
not,
do that.
it's thin.
It's real thin.
So the oat milk is more like regular milk.
Yeah.
It's
And
nice.
I think I read it on a forum somewhere. Some people were like, yeah, we've tested it and this one's the thickest.
Yeah. Rich did that for a while and then he was like, I'm just going to do the milk.
When I was traveling for work last week, I had a couple of coffees with milk and I was like, ooh, I forgot.
Yeah.
To make you bloated.
No, it was, I didn't drink enough for it to have any impact, but it just tasted thicker and like it had that taste that I hadn't had in years.
Yeah.
I love it. Like if I go to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, I just get cream or milk in mine. And if I do it for a week, then yeah, I'm going to have
It'll build
problems.
up and,
But I can do it for like a day or two and it's fine.
I have whole milk in my one coffee a day.
Mhm.
So it's like
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bitty bit.
Hardly.
I don't really eat cereal or anything that you need milk for, honestly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine's mostly for coffee and now ice cream.
There you go.
It's got protein in it though, so it's healthy. Kind of. But yeah, it's a nice treat on the weekend. All right, what else? What else do we? Oh, it's dark.
It's
They can't
dark.
even see us
Well,
anymore. I think we
I-
should go.
I've been watching it happen too. So like a few minutes ago, the background got really beautiful and vibrant.
It did. I
Did you
saw
notice that?
too, 'cause
Oh,
the
cool.
Pool, the pool drew my attention in the
Yeah.
background. Yeah.
It was really pretty, and then the sun went down and it got dark. And I think you're right. I think this is the universe saying, "Okay, podcast's over. Go to
Time,
bed."
yeah, time to go. Sleepy time. I know, and it's not. It looks. Oh, I guess you can see the sky. It's not as dark, but right here, tucked in our little
nook.
yeah, it's a little dark.
Yep.
So,
Well,
anyways,
it was nice to see you, listener.
yeah, it was good to be back, and thanks for coming
Thanks
on
for
and
having me.
hanging
This is
out
fun.
with
I've done
us.
a podcast before.
Well,
I
now
listened to a
another
lot.
first. See
Another
that?
first.
Well, now you get to experience me trying to turn it off.
Which is always, but now it'll just be you and your. Oh look, we're like laser lights.
Uh-huh.
Ooh. All right, for reals.
Good
we're
night.
going. All right, I gotta. You can't see me really, so I'm gonna come up here. Okay.
Squint.
It doesn't matter. I don't think I can just do that one.